All right, book besties, I'm going to give you 6 of my favorite books written by Black authors. I'm going to give you 2 books from each of my favorite genres. So you're going to get 2 books from the fantasy sci-fi genre, you're going to get 2 books from the thriller genre, and you're going to get 2 books from the romance genre. All right, we'll start with fantasy and sci-fi. This video is going to be kind of long, so you can hold your finger like right here. It'll make it go faster. All right, we're going to start with The Blood Trials by Annie Davenport. This is my favorite book of all time. Ask anybody, ask my friends. This is my favorite book of all time. They're tired of hearing about it. They're sick of it. And I'll get anybody to read this book if I can. All right, this book is about Ikenna. She lives in the Republic of Meereen, and they are fighting the Blood Emperor. Everybody who is with the Blood Emperor, they have magic powers. Okay, that's as simple as I can give it to you. Everybody in Meereen, they're mostly white. They don't have powers either. And so they have bio enhancements and things like that that make them these crazy, awesome fighters, okay? So Ikenna's grandfather who raised her, he's the Legatus commander, who is like the highest in charge of the army. And then you find out that he dies, he's unalived. And she finds out that somebody on the tribunal in Meereen put a hit out on him. And so she decides to go forward with becoming a Praetorian, which is equal to being a Special Forces Ranger. She's so badass. She's so badass. She whips so many people's asses in this book. But anyways, I digress. She goes and starts the Praetorian trials. And through these trials, if she passes, she becomes a Praetorian. And through those trials, she slowly finds out what happened to her grandfather. So, I just love this book so much. There's a little spicy spice in it too for my romance girlies. All right, and Children of Blood and Bone. I absolutely love this book. This is a YA fantasy set in Nigeria. Zele is the main character. She can do magic, but magic is outlawed in the land. You can't do magic. And the monarchy, like, pretty much unalived everybody who could do magic. And Zele is set on a quest to bring magic back. I love this book so much. I loved it so much. It was so good. All right, let's talk thrillers. All right, Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson. This is one of my favorite thrillers. In this book, Claudia, she goes to school. This is actually a YA thriller. Claudia goes to school, and her friend Monday didn't show up for school on the first day. And weeks start going by, and Monday's still not there. So this book, you're pretty much trying to figure out what happened to Monday. This book had one of the best twists in a thriller that I've ever read. I did not see it coming. I was gagged. All right, we got Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. You got Ike and Buddy Lee. Both of their sons were married to each other, and then they were brutally unalived. And Buddy Lee and Ike go on this crazy adventure together to figure out who unalived their sons, as well as working through like their internal homophobia as well, and reconciling with the relationships that they had with their sons and it being too late because their sons are gone. So this was a fantastic book, so good, and it's like action packed and like crazy. So I love it. All right, romance. Let's talk about it. All right, Outdrawn by Deanna Gray. This is a Black, sapphic, grumpy sunshine, rivals to lovers, workplace romance. It was so good. I swooned. It was so good. And they're both comic book illustrators. So it is such a good book. Every chapter moves a plot. That's what I love so much about this book. And it's spicy in the best way. Only for the Weak by Natasha Bishop. I love this book. I absolutely love this book. This book is about Janelle. She is the sister she has to go to a destination wedding for her sister. Her sister's actually marrying her ex-boyfriend. Okay. And then she gets into an entanglement with the best man. This book was messy. This book was spicy. This book was swoon worthy. If you have not read this book, I highly, highly, highly recommend this book. All right. Don't tell me I never did anything for you. Okay. You can pay me for my service. My wish list is in my links. I'm just kidding.